Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday today, February 2nd, 2022. Great numbers, 2/2/2022. So again, a good day, good month, new start, new promotions to be announced. We had our Frequency Tuesday yesterday, so make sure that you get that information, but we will be repeating it today as well, just in case you missed it. So we will start with our usual operational updates with our head of operations, Jake Barron. We'll do some company updates along with announcing our February promotion. We will go over a little bit about our compensation plan, relaxed rules overview, and our homecoming as well. And today we have our special guest that's going to speak, Collection Abel, and she is going to speak about a very interesting topic that she brought onto my attention on how to possibly handle negative online reviews. So I think that's something that could impact all of us in our business, right? And we can improve. So again, my name is Adriana Alvarez, head of sales for the Americas. Note that this call is being recorded and it will be shared in our Telegram groups as well as some of our other social media channels. So I want to welcome everybody on this call. If you're here today for the first time, welcome to the Healy family. And of course, if you can share here, where are you joining us from today? Very excited to welcome all of you here. Again, we had a call yesterday, so we may have had a ton of you there yesterday versus today. But again, we will be covering all that information. And of course, thank you to Terry Perez, Ken Close, and Doc Steve, always the voice of the field here on our call today. Thank you so much for always joining us. So with that said, I think we're ready to hit it off. Jake, I know you have a few updates for the team here today.
I do have a few updates, Adriana. So let me start with the Coil. So I know everyone's been asking about the Coil. It has been out of stock for quite a while now, since mid-December or so. I wish I had some sort of great update that it'll be back in stock here in the next week or two, but based on the production meeting that we were on this morning, it looks like this could, because of the shipping, the Coil is in production right now, but based on the transit times to get here, this could push into March at this point. So, hoping obviously for improvements on that, but that is the sort of the realistic scenario that we're in right now. So we'll definitely keep you updated as we move along throughout this month to see where we're at. But that is the Coil update. One other tech update, Healy Advisor app. So we had a release last week, actually, I think right after this call. 1.7.4 is now available. Some of you, I'm sure, have already seen it automatically updated on your device. There's a few enhancements. The first thing everyone will probably notice is at the start screen, when you first start it up, there's a Healy Advisor cloud sort of sync graphic that pops up when you first use that. And then there's been some enhancements to the search functionality, search suggestions, filters, and things like that. So we're going to cover that on one of our, to the eye, it's not a lot of obvious changes. A lot of it's sort of on the back end of the results and more relevant content and things like that. But we'll do a little bit of an overview on that on one of our future tech calls. And also, so we're not going to have a Healy for Beginners and Beyond this Thursday. So, but last week's call is available on our YouTube page now. So I'll put that link here in the chat. That is the go-to resource now. So we have Ken. I was actually starting the review of last night's Tech Tip Tuesday. So that'll be up here later today as well on that page. Everything put into nice and neat chapters, easy to access. And then also the brand new addition is that What's Up Wednesday is now on our YouTube page as well. So you'll see if you go there, there's a new playlist that says What's Up Wednesday, and last week's is up there, and then we'll continue to add those as we go as well. So again, we're really just trying to make that YouTube page a one-stop resource for all of our are calls that are really need to be recorded so you can access that content later. And we're going to continue to improve and add and just make that a really great tool for everybody. So those are my updates, Adriana.
Cool. All right. They're saying woohoo for YouTube. That's Ken right there. And thank you, Jay, for being able to provide that as well. And I'll go ahead actually and share that link also on our Facebook. And here, Jake just added it on our chat.
Yeah,
so
go when you do go to that page, make sure you subscribe. We've had a couple hundred people just in the last week or so subscribe to that page. But you not only subscribe, but check there's a little reminder bell next to the subscription button. And that way, anytime we post a new video or whatever, you'll get a little reminder at the top of your YouTube screen that'll notify you that we added a new video. So just another little tip there.
That's great. All right. Well, everybody's excited for Coils coming up soon. And here I think this is all right. So February we have a great promotion. New month, new promotion is Valentine's. It started on the 1st of the month, ends at the end of February. This will not be a promotion that will be extended, so make sure you take advantage. When you buy a Healy Holistic, you get it for the price of a Healy Gold Edition. Imagine getting a Holistic for the price of Gold, getting a Resonance for the price of Holistic, and if you purchase a Professional, you receive a free Healy Resonance Edition. Again, so if you purchase a Holistic, you get it for the price of Gold Edition. If you purchase a Resonance, you get it for the price of Holistic. And when you buy a Professional, you get it for the with an additional Resonance Edition. This is for members and customers as well. So know that this will be running for the month. I have been asked, well, if I purchase a Holistic, do I get the points for the Holistic or do I get the points for the Gold? You get the points for the Gold. As you can see here on the screen, for a Holistic, you get 250 PV. For the Resonance, you get 500 PV. And for the Professional Edition, you do get the 2000 PV for the price of the Professional, right? But in addition, you get the free Resonance. No additional points for the free device. So this is running for the month of February, again, till the 28th. Now make sure you go into, I had the slides. Make sure that you go into your back offices. I have the right slides later on. These I forgot to delete, but we recently, as you know, this was the original transition plan. We just came out with a brand new one. So we will be discussing that, just a quick overview. Now we have some changes with both qualifying legs. So now you will see a second requirement pop up on your dashboard, and you will see it as strongest qualified leg and then second strongest qualified leg volume. So make sure now that when you open your back office and your dashboard, it will look different. But I'll go over that in a little bit more detail. So again, let me see if we have any questions before I move forward. Great Healy promos, awesome. Okay, so now we have our America's Homecoming. We've been discussing it since December. We're excited. Jake has been working so hard in getting the offices ready for you so we can open our grand opening to all of you to have the invitation to our inauguration of our new offices, and of course be part of Healy's history, which you are all pioneering right now. So this incentive started on January 1st, ends on March 31st, and you will get invited to our Healy headquarters inauguration ceremony in Orlando, Florida. You will also be invited to be showcased on our wall of fame in our headquarters. So your name will be up there. You'll be recognized as our pioneers and making history in Healy Americas. Also be part of our first ever recognition gala dinner. And not only that, we will have an in-depth product and business training with our founder and creator of Healy, Marcus Schmika, and Carolyn McMacken. But this also, you will have the opportunity to earn a VIP pass for an intimate dinner with our founder, Marcus Schmika, as well as earning a +1 invitation to our inauguration and our recognition dinner. So I know many of you yesterday declared that you were earning it, that you were already, your spirits and everything was already in Orlando. I know Jake and I and the entire executive team are gearing up to welcome you with not only, again, our CEO, Christian Donor, our founder, our vice president, and ourselves. We're so excited. And yes, the dates, pencil it in between May 11th to May 13. And there we go. Colette's gonna be there. I know some of you already have arrangements for your teams to be there as well. So I can't wait. It's around the corner. Many of you already even earned this special recognition for selling your device during the month of January. So again, you've worked so hard. You deserve to be there. And it's going to be a fabulous, fabulous celebration. Yesterday, we had Luciano share with all of you the excitement and all the preparation that is going behind the scenes to make this really worth your efforts and a moment that you will never forget. So in order to achieve it, make sure that during the month of January to March, if you have not yet achieved executive team manager, make sure you achieve for the first time and be paid as at least 2 out of the 3 months. So you can see on the screen, if you earn it in January, make sure you either do it again in February or in March. If you do it now in February, make sure you also do it in February and March. Again, and this is based on the relaxed rules that were still in place as of January, which I will share with you quickly. Now, if you've already achieved executive team manager or above, make sure you achieve your highest career title as of November of 2021. November, we had a strong month as well as December. So it's based on your November career title, and make sure you achieve it 2 out of the 3 months. If you have any questions on how do you achieve, what is your rank advancement, etc. needs, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to give you some clearance and give you a path of success to make sure you earn this. And if you earn and you achieve this 3 out of the 3 months, then you earn the VIP pass, which is our dinner with Marcus Schmika and your +1 invitation. Again, I already mentioned your special recognition. So again, we are so looking forward to celebrating with all of you in Orlando in May 2022, 11th to the 13th. So again, if you've been with us before July of 2021 and you have not yet achieved executive team manager, or you are in the executive team manager rank, this is the requirements you need to fulfill in order to achieve your 2 out of the 3 months in order to get your invitation. And if you've joined us after July of 2021, make sure you achieve these qualifications on the screen. And here's just a little guide that we shared last week on how to easily duplicate behavior on a month-to-month basis. Again, this is not a must, it's just a recommendation. But let's say you sell, especially this month, where you can purchase a residence for the price of a holistic. You will have to change some of the points since it's different. But again, if you kind of follow this recipe of every month having a customer and 2 members, in a matter of no time, you can achieve senior team manager and executive team manager. Now, if you're a top leader, right, or you're already in those ranks, you want to develop as many team managers and to be able to get executive team managers in your team. So again, this is just an easy duplicatable way of working, let's say, of developing executive team managers by having 2 every month that duplicate the behavior of having a customer and 2 members or 3 members, right? It doesn't have to necessarily be a customer in order to achieve your leg volumes of 3,000 points each and yourself. So let me see, let me go back here, see if we have any questions. Do we have anything I need to? Okay, great comments. Awesome.
I think you're all good.
I think we're good. All right. So with that, I want to welcome Colette Schnabel, which I know is super excited, as well as her team, to meet all of you in Orlando. They know her and her team, Biohacking with Frequencies, and she is one of our Rising Star members here in the US, in the Americas, and she brought a great topic, and I think that's something we should share with all of you on how to address those reviews that are out there online, right? So Colette, let me make you co-host so you can unmute. You're good to go.
Right. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much, Adriana, and everybody for allowing me to speak today. It's such a pleasure to be here with everybody and to be part of what we're creating here at Healy. So I had an experience last month, and it's unfortunately not the first time that this has happened, and I'm sure that it has happened to a few of us here in the field. I had a customer, I had already given her a presentation and done it all, and then she came back with an email, excuse me, specifically asking about the reviews that she's found online regarding the device, that people either love or hate it. And the biggest complaints that she's found overall was about the hardware, glitchy software, and the absence of customer support. And so I wanted to kind of talk and share about how I responded to that, and how we can positively support Healy and, turn those negative reviews that are out there around, because we're all here for a reason, sharing what these frequencies can do. And overall, we're here to promote positivity, because we are living in a negative world, unfortunately. So one thing that I did when I emailed her back, the first thing I did was I said, thank you. I said, thank you so much for doing the research, for going in and, seriously considering this device and looking into it. And I said, I'm aware of the negative information that is out there. And so specifically, I spoken, first of all, about the devices. And I said, sometimes it's never really, it's not the device, it is, it's the app, or when Apple or the whatever phones, new things, updates, it takes a minute for Healy to get their app up to date, but these things, they get changed quickly, and it's not really a problem anymore. And then, with the customer support, I mean, we had a call, I think it was last week, when, we have all this new customer support out there supporting us, right? And corporate is making all of these changes for us to benefit us. And that, now tickets are being answered much faster, and they're doing everything that they can, because Healy grew so fast, which is amazing and so great for all of us. So I said that, and as leaders or uplines, or however you want to call us, it's our job to help be that one-on-one too, right? That we don't have to rely everything on corporate. This is our own business and what we're providing. So being able to, know your product back and forward, being able to answer, these questions for people so they don't have to wait around for tickets, right? Let them know that you're there to support anytime, send a message. Excuse me, but then another thing that I think that's really important, because she sent me actually a a link for one, and it was specifically a place in Australia. So once I'm done chatting, I'll put in some of these links into our chat for us, that I think it's really important that us as a field, we go in there and we make other positive reviews, because there's 129 of us here on the call today, but who knows how many of us are going to be listening to the replay. So really going in and telling your experience with Healy, right? And how it has been from the beginning. I mean, my review I left it was quite long, talking about the devices, how much the device works for me, what corporate's doing for us, and everything that they're providing, and what the future looks like for Healy. So that's really, really important to go out and start spreading those good words. And just looking at the App Store, you know, we have four different apps. And the top most one that we have is that the Heal Advisor search has 283 reviews on there. So, I mean, how many people are in Healy? There's a lot more than 283 people. So I really, really suggest, you know, taking the time to, whatever device you use, whatever platform you're getting your apps from, to go in and leave positive reviews in there. And then the Healy Watch only has 11 reviews. So if you're a Healy Watch user, you know, or even if you're not a Healy Watch user, you know, go in there and leave some positive reviews for us. And then YouTube. There's one specific video that definitely pops up first every time when people search for Healy reviews. So if you have a YouTube channel, make your own video and make a YouTube and review it, send it to your team. Maybe there's some way that corporate can work, that we can share reviews, you know, so we can all go in and view. If you see it's a negative review, like in a comment of a video that's a negative review, don't watch it. Don't give it more views. You know, don't feed into that. So I really just think that, you know, we're all here trying to spread how amazing this company is and what we're doing and how fast we're spreading. So I think that, you know, every time we get someone new or a new team member, really encourage them to go in and leave positive reviews for all of us. So I just wanted to share that, and I will put in some of the I've really just gone on Google and just like typed in Healy reviews. And so just, you could take your time looking, but I'll put in some of the links that I've found and leave some reviews so we can get Healy's name in bright, shiny letters for everyone to be excited about.
Thank you so much, Colette. And I think that's so important. Sometimes we get derailed, right, with some of the negativity, even ourselves. And we are in a collective force and energy can put really what Healy is all about out there and counter those negative reviews, right? So it's easy. I know some people said on here, it's easy and quick to leave a good review, and it's good for your business. We're all here. We're one Healy, one team, one member. Regardless of the bumps we face along the way, we're here for a reason. We're here for a bigger reason. So really putting that out there, and especially all of you have had a positive impact through Healy. If not, you wouldn't be here. Let's be realistic with that, whether it was health-wise, spiritually, and financially. So those are all good points to share out there. And thank you, Colette, for bringing that up, because I remember when I joined Healy, it was somewhere mid of last year. Oh, by the way, yesterday was my 1-year anniversary with Healy. Now I'm a senior. But I remember at the beginning when I joined, and Dorner was appointed as our new CEO. He even mentioned, let's go out there, let's go to our app stores and start leaving reviews. So I challenge all of you who's in to do something good for your own business. You guys are CEOs of your own business. Wouldn't you leave yourself a good review? It's already there. Lori is in. Who else is in to do that today? And start going onto those different channels. I think, Colette, you also brought a great point. Hi, Val. I see some hands. When we see negative videos, right? And sometimes we're like, well, I don't want to direct people to YouTube because when they Google Healy, all these other things come up. Guess what? The only way of getting those out of the way is uploading more content. get yourself out there. Facebook Lives, YouTube, it could be short, quick, giving yourself as well a review of you and your business. And to your point, Colette, right? If you watch it, you're giving it views. You are actually promoting it out there. So that's another way of kind of bringing those down. So
Adriana?
thank you. Yes, go ahead, Ken.
I want to really commend Colette on what she said, because she said something distinct there. And I want everybody to kind of jump on that for just a second. She said, we live in a world that may be filled with some type of energy, could be negative. But the goal is that we simply make that obsolete, right? I mean, you don't have to overpower anything. You just simply create your own built-in obsolescence for that negativity, and your life will prosper, and so will the rest of the groups in the world. So just let's all go out there and make negativity obsolete. How about that?
And do it on your Facebook, guys. Ken, you made a great point. On your Facebook, make it a point to do something positive every day. If you're tempted to say, I've had a bad day, don't put that in your Facebook. You want to be the light that's shining, the beacon that gives the positivity. So not only do it in the reviews, but get into your Facebook and put positive things in there for sure.
Another response that I give, because you'll notice, Colette, that a lot of those negative reviews happened. Most of them that I see are from like a year and a half ago. And I tell people, you know, we are a startup, and we actually started up during COVID. So of course, there were a lot of glitches that happened at the beginning when we started, but they get fixed and taken care of on a daily basis. And so a lot of those reviews that you see out there aren't really applicable today. They may have been applicable a year and a half ago when we first started up, but they're no longer applicable today.
You know, I got to say this about that year. They were angry because they didn't get their Healys. So when you're doing the reviews and they're saying that, oh, we're so angry. Well, you know why they were angry? Because the Healy works. And yes, we went through a period of time in COVID where it took months to get our Healys to the US. And so people were frustrated. It wasn't our fault, right? So you can turn around that negative. I have that a lot. I've gotten that a lot about, oh, they were angry. I said, you know why they were angry? I was there. So yeah, great point.
Excellent. I love Brittany's suggestion as well, using the hashtags. Make sure that you hashtag your reviews or your posts. So then again, they redirect into those positive content out there, and constructive. People follow you because you have something valuable to say. So it's not just, hey, I love my Healy. Oh, I've been done this business. I'm like, no, how has it changed your life? And how can you continuously use it to impact other people's lives? So really everybody, at the end of the day, they follow valuable content. Love it. All right. Well, thank you, Colette, for being on here, and thank you for everything you do for Healy and for your team and for your positive impact on this case. Because again, how do we change the world? One at a time. It only takes one at a time. How do we eat the elephant? One bite at a time. So let's all have our little bite out there and put our little grain of salt. And together, I know we will conquer. So thank you again for being on here and sharing that with everybody. And if you have other tips, share them here on the chat with everybody else. So with that said, Jake, you said your call, Healy for Beginners and Beyond, this week is being canceled, correct?
Yeah, we're not going to have a call this week. Last week's call is available on our YouTube page and that link that I posted earlier. But we will, for this call going forward, for the Thursday call, this is one where we want to, since all of our content is recorded and put on that channel now and all categorized, indexed by chapters, we want to make sure when we do a live call that we have new content that we can add to that hasn't already been covered on one of those prior ones. So the YouTube page is available 24/7. So if you have anybody new, that's certainly a resource that we want everybody to be going to, because you can get right to the information that you need. So.
And somebody commented, even after a year, every Tech Tip Tuesday and Healy Beginners and Beyond, they learn something new. So that's great feedback. And now
I learned something new on every one of those calls too, I think so.
Exactly. So again, make sure that you promote them, that you show up so we can continue having more and more content. The way Jake and the team is posting it on YouTube is broken down by topic. So that is a great, easy way for you to just easily go to a specific, let's say somebody in your team is asking you constant questions, especially somebody new. Now you can go in there, get that link, boom, send it to them instead of having to spend maybe hours on the phone or even texting back and forward. You can just easily have those links and send to those people in need. That is a huge time saver. So thank you, Jake and Ken, of course, and Freddie, and all of those of you that really support on those calls, because they're really important for everybody. So with that said, our next What's Up Wednesday and our Juntos con Healy in Spanish will be temporarily canceled. I'll be out of the office for that week, but we've had plenty of calls. Yesterday, we had our Frequency Tuesday launch of the month, so you are updated on all of the monthly promotions. Our transition plan has been out there. You guys heard plenty on the homecoming incentives. So if you need anything, obviously we are here, but maybe take that time to maybe you hosting your team calls also with your members. And I know many of you have been inviting me to a few of them. So thank you again. After this week or next week, we'll resume everything in our regular times. So also our Frequency Tuesday was also in Spanish. So if you have any team members, that team continues to grow. I encourage you to utilize that forum to grow your teams, whether here in the United States or in Mexico. Anybody who speaks Spanish, they have that space where they come and they get support just like you on a weekly basis.
Hey, Adriana, one thing also to add here. I know there's some questions that come up still, rightfully so, about the devices earned during the November promo. So those were originally, from what those orders are being created on a global basis. So those are all being done by one team over in Germany, and they were supposed to have all been completed by the end of January, but we're trying to get confirmation on that because it seems some still need to be created. So we're looking into that, and we'll provide an update as soon as we have one on that.
Exactly. And Adria says a great point. To clarify about the Frequency Tuesdays calls. So I know there was some confusion yesterday, and again, that is one of our biggest areas of opportunity is our communication, but it was really a last minute thing. As we are becoming more localized as regions. We have 3 official regions right now. So as you know, Americas, that is for now, the US, Canada, and Mexico, but Americas really covers North, Central, and South America in the future. We have EMEA, which is Europe, Middle Eastern, and Africa. And that is Americas is being ran by Luciano Garcia as our VP and head of, and then myself as sales, Jake operations. In EMEA, we have Yanis, and we have Johan, right? And then Kai and Kata, as you well know, for those regions in Europe. Then in APAC, it is our 3rd region where we have Mark Bunzeiger as the head of sales, and we also have, Johan as operation. You're better than me at that, Jake. In APAC, I always get confused.
What happened?
In operations, who we have in APAC is Johan, right?
Well, no, it was Romy, but he moved to Germany.
Okay, okay.
I'm
But
not actually
APAC
sure who's on that.
Yeah, okay, so that shows why I'm confused, but
Yeah.
there's a big team in APAC as support. So all 3 regions now will have their own frequency call. So you are able to promote it if you have people around the globe to join either 3 of those calls. So we will be more buttoned up and with communications, invitations, and everything for next week. But we are moving into a Zoom platform, and we're walking away from the webinar jam. More details to come on that. And then EMEA will be doing their calls in German and then translating to the different languages in their countries. We will do 2 calls, which will be in English, and then we will have a separate one in Spanish and not being translating live. So those will be always on the 1st of the month. So mark your calendars, put an alert that on the 1st, we will always have a frequency first or frequency call. We will brand all of that soon. I know some of you have very creative ideas for names, but by March, we will have everything buttoned up for you. But we're just really trying to localize our information and our content. So again, it will always be on the 1st. If there's two days out of the year that the 1st falls on a weekend, then it will be on the Monday post that 1st. If it falls on a Sunday, for example, on a Saturday. Okay. Any other questions that I need to respond?
I think we've covered them.
We're good, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
everybody's
We're good.
happy. Very good.
The field is happy.
There was a question I want to just put out in case it applies to anyone else. Somebody asked about people in other countries, selling to people in other countries. If you go into your back office, when you look at your links to your shops, you'll notice there are links to every one of the regions. So obviously, if you're going to sell to somebody in Europe, you're going to want to send them the link to the European shop as opposed to the US shop.
And you can get into that link yourself. Look at it's your affiliate link, but you can go there and look at what they're going to see, and you'll see it in their currency. They'll see it in their available devices and products. So that's your best tool for learning.
And if you just want to see what the pricing is without going to, you can just go to eu.healy.shop or asia.healy.shop, and you'll see the prices in euro or Singapore dollars. So you don't even necessarily even need the referral link if you're just looking for a pricing information. But of course, yeah, if you're enrolling somebody, you would need the full link. But easy to check.
Yeah, and Claire just asked a really good question about the Power of 3 and the coach. Right now, they are still available for a lifetime on your shops, but take advantage of it because it should be gone soon. Michaela, you are able to sell to people in Mexico as long as it is shipped to an address in a country that we are open in. We are not shipping ourselves to Mexico, but if anybody joins as a member in Mexico, they can sell and recruit in any market that we are open and earn commissions through our compensation plan. All right, well, I think that ends my presentation. Okay, well, good. Well, thank you, everybody. Again, we took an hour yesterday. No, we don't need to take an hour today. Seems like all the questions are being answered. Again, stay tuned for more information. We will be having, again, our call in Spanish tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. If you have members, again, whether they're in the US, recently it came up, the need for also Spanish speaking in Europe. Take advantage of the forum. You never know how we can help somebody on those calls. And if there's anything you need, you know where to find me. So thank you, everybody. And to a strong February, new moon, new month, new goals, new promotions. So another month to kick it. And again, congratulations, actually, because you did fantabulous on the month of January. I mean, you guys did 3 times more than we did in January of last year. So kudos to all of you. Congratulations. We are on a fast train and we're going uphill. So let's do this together. Thank you again, Colette, for sharing the positive information. We can all do this together as one team, one force. So thank you, everybody. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Terry, Jake, everybody. Have a great day. See you next week, same time. Oh no, the following week, actually. Bye, everybody.